Good evening, everyone. It's evening in my place, not in the UK, right? So in the UK should be morning right now. But good evening, everyone. Good morning. Good afternoon, everyone. So right now, this is going to become a thing right now of me doing transfer videos every single day. I think just because the amount of news there is. So right now, there's a lot of news. I don't know whether to do a double upload or not, but I think for today there will be these news, and tomorrow maybe in the morning or afternoon we'll cover the rest of the news. Okay, so now I think this is going to happen this week. I think these two Dutch players are going to be joining Chelsea this week, and there's also news that an important, not important, important club is inquiring about one of our players. Okay, so let's see what it is. So first, let's start with the incomings first. This came out 12 hours ago. Understand Chelsea and Ajax will be again in direct contact from start of next week, new week for Jorel Hato deal. Hato has been clear with Ajax, he only wants Chelsea, the contract is ready, up to the club's talks well underway. I think this is going to be done. But not long, just before this, I think an hour before this recording, this came out, and when this person tweets, it's most likely everything is going to be the player is coming if this person tweets. So this is what David Ornstein had to say. Chelsea closing in on deal to sign Jorel Hato from Ajax. Agreement between CFC Ajax yet to be reached but getting nearer. Compromise expected in coming days on price above 40 million euros. Person term in place for 19-year-old Netherlands defender. So 40 million euros was not the. So 40 million euros did not do it. I think Ajax want a bit more, which is fine. We know, but we went with the low ball offer anyways. So I think the deal should be done around 47 million euros. That's my prediction. 45 to 47 million euros. That should get the deal done. And then Fabrizio also said this. Chelsea maintain total confidence to sign both Jorel Hato and Xavi Simons. Negotiations continue this week with Ajax after total agreement with Hato last week. Deal closed. Xavi Simons wants Chelsea and talks with RB Leipzig on the fee/structure of the deal are ongoing. Okay, guys, this is not FIFA. Okay, in FIFA you can just sign the player in freaking 1 minute. So there are a lot of clauses in these contracts that you have to go through. So it will take time. Okay, it will take time. So I think this deal should be done by this week. By Sunday, I think the both players will be Chelsea players, and they will be part of the preseason next week. Because next week is already preseason, In 2 weeks' time, the season is starting. Season is starting in 2 weeks. So, 2 weeks. Yeah. Season is starting in 2 weeks, and it's coming near. The season is already near already. So, 3 months later just passed. Like when the season stopped in May or June, and now we're already going to start the new season. Time flies. So, this is what Fabrizio has said right now, and I think Jorel Hato and Xavi Simons will be Chelsea players. Very good players. Hato, perfect depth for Cucurella. Xavi Simons, again, brilliant left wing option for us. And also, if Palmer needs a rest, he can play in the cam position also. So, all is well there. Then, we got this from Ben Jacobs. Understand Chelsea are preparing a formal offer for Xavi Simons following positive talks with Leipzig. Discussions have accelerated over the past few days. So, formal offer is coming. Leipzig won £60 million, but I don't think he's worth £60 million. I think he's realistically worth around 50 million maybe lah. Maybe you can put in a couple of add-ons, maybe 50 plus 5 or 45 plus 10, something like that. You can do it. There's no problem because Leipzig bought him in. Don't forget, Leipzig bought him in January. He joined for I think 50 million euros plus with another 30 million euros in add-ons, which is very add-on heavy when he joined from PSG, I think. So it's a very add-on heavy deal. So Leipzig, I think they want their money back, which is 50 million euros. Just give them a bit more profit, like 50 million pounds all in. I think they will get a deal done. Plus the player wants to leave, and I know some people will say, why is the player jumping from club to club? Because he was in Barcelona, then he was in PSV, then he was in PSG, then he went to RB Leipzig. Okay, I can tell you now why PSV. Okay, from PSG, he was not going to get the game time there because there was Neymar, Mbappe, Messi, and now, even now, Ousmane Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, and who's that? Desiree Doué, Bradley Pacola, Gonçalo Ramos. So many players are there, so he's not going to get the game time there. So he went to, I'm not sure whether he went to, I think he went to PSV on loan. So that time Neymar all was there, so he was not going to get the game time. And why he went to RB Leipzig was he was playing well in RB Leipzig, playing well, very good player. I don't know, he put up some good performances lah. But the thing is with Simons is the Leipzig, they did not qualify for Champions League this year or any form of Europe. So there's no Europe, there's no Conference League, there's no Europa League, there's no Champions League, there's nothing. Especially it's a World Cup year now. Players have to play the most football if they want to go for they want to represent the nation. So Xavi Simons is Dutch, obviously. And I don't know whether the Dutch team, he was part of the Dutch team or not before. Because if he's part of the Dutch team, maybe there's a chance of him to get inside. But I think he wants to guarantee himself a slot in the Dutch team right now. So Xavi Simons, very good player. And I think Leipzig will be a bit I wouldn't say they regret, but they would be, regret. They would regret losing him because such a good player. And because, see, this thing, if you don't have Europe, it's very hard to keep your best players. And even though you have Europe, sometimes it's also very hard to keep your best players. And there's another video that I'll be doing where I'll be talking about that video is only about one player, which is putting a transfer request to leave his club right now, even though his club is in Champions League. Okay, that video will come later, not now. So Xavi Simons, I think will be a Chelsea player. I don't think he'll kick up a fuss if he's on the bench or anything, because there's a lot of games to play. Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup. There's too many games to play. So, and I think right now, the plan that Chelsea have is they want to build like a super squad. Something, when I say super squad, I mean I'm not saying like superstars in every single position. I'm saying like you have like 22 players where all 22 players are first team quality players, something like that. Because when you look at our team right now, except the goalkeeper news, there's something about the goalkeeper right now. I'll talk to you later. But if you see our whole team, we have 9 attackers, we have like 6 midfielders, I think, and we have like Hato and Cucurella will be left backs, so 2 left backs, 2 right backs, and I think 4 centre backs, if I'm not mistaken. Because Fofana, Badiashile, Colwill, and Chalobah, and Tosin, we have 5 centre backs. So basically, that's why I call like super squad lah. Like you have first team players, but they're also on the bench where they can rotate individually lah. So that's what I think Chelsea are trying to do. So Xavi Simons, Joel Hato, very happy. I don't think the Chelsea's business is done though. I think they will be going for a goalkeeper. I think so. Okay, we'll come to that at the end of the video. But right now, there's someone who is linked to Newcastle. There is someone, and I did mention this before. But today the news came out, and it has been confirmed. This Newcastle have already made preliminary contact on Nicholas Jackson, but Chelsea are quoting teams an astronomical £80 million. Sources believe Newcastle valuation is close to £65 million. Okay. I don't think Jackson is worth £65 million anyways. I think he's worth realistically like 55 to 60. Maybe not even 60, 55 is the maximum I think Jackson is worth. Because I explained this in yesterday's video. Ekitike went for £69 million. And I think Jackson, because of the market and because of the lack of strikers, I think Jackson should go for that amount as well. And I can see what the club is doing here. They are quoting like really high prices just to bring it, just for them, because they know that Jackson is not worth 80 million. We are not smoking coke right now. Because there's no way that Jackson is worth 80 million. See, that made me cough. So just thinking about how can Jackson be worth 80 million? What has become to football, Last time we can buy 80 million, we could buy prime Ronaldo for 80 million. And right now we are quoting Jackson for 80 million pounds. That's the biggest robbery, bro. Jackson for 80 million. We paid only 30, not even 30, I think 27 or something million pounds for this guy. We almost can triple our money on Jackson after 2 years. Oh my god! And we have covered in the position. We got Joao Pedro and Liam Delap, so there's no problem at all for us. Jackson, if he leaves, I don't think it. Like I said yesterday, Jackson in the future can become a good striker, but not now. We cannot wait now. Okay, it's about what you do for me in the here and now moment. In the present, what you do for me. That's all. So right now, Jackson, Newcastle, I think it depends on Sesko. If Man United are interested in Sesko and they want Sesko, I think Sesko will join Manchester United and Newcastle will eventually come for Jackson. I think that's what happens. Okay, so Sesko will see in this. I think Jackson is also, this deal will be a slow burner. I think it will go to maybe the end of the window. So we'll see what happens with Jackson, because it all depends on Sesko. If Sesko joins Manchester United, I think Jackson will go to Newcastle. Definitely. If Isak leaves. But eventually he's leaving anyway. I think either this season or next season he'll be leaving Newcastle. Okay. So that's it for Jackson. And I did say I come to the goalkeeper news. And this is an account which I trust. He has got something, most of the things right in terms of the front shirt sponsor and some of the transfer news and everything. This we'll get to the news of what he said, and then I'll tell you about it later. So this is what came out. GD Donnarumma offered to multiple PL clubs, Chelsea, United and City. He's also demanding 12 million euros salary, which will be a blockage. Now, Donnarumma, we all know he's a fantastic goalkeeper, very good shot stopper, very good playing out from the back, very good with his feet, very good with his hands also, saves penalties quite often. We know how good he is. Now, I don't care how good Sanchez has been, because if we have Donnarumma in our net, oh my god. Imagine Donnarumma in Chelsea. Just I don't want to gas myself too much. I hope this happens. He has been offered to multiple PL clubs, but I don't know why PSG will get rid of him, because he has 1 year left on his contract, and I think PSG is going for Cavalier. I forgot what his name. I think his name is Cavalier or something. Lucas Cavalier, I think his name. He's the next big thing from France, the big France goalkeeper. So I don't know why Donnarumma would leave, especially after the Champions League win and everything. I don't know why he would leave. So we'll see what happens with Donnarumma. He's been offered to multiple PL clubs, Chelsea, United and City. I don't think United need a goalkeeper because they have Onana and they can't even afford. Bro, United are so broke. The guy on the street is probably more richer than Manchester United right now. City, they have Edison and they are just bought in James Trafford. So I don't know why would Manchester City even consider bringing Donnarumma. Liverpool have Alisson. Arsenal have David Raya. I don't think any other clubs really need a goalkeeper except for Chelsea. Newcastle have Nick Pope, so we can't even question Newcastle. Newcastle are not signing Donnarumma. So Chelsea, if you want to do a correction on the goalkeeping department, because we know how underwhelming the goalkeeping department has been. So Chelsea right now, if you want to do a correction on the goalkeeping department, bring in Donnarumma. If we can, bro, we already have the third best defense in the league. Statistically, we have the third best defense in the league in terms of goals conceded last season. If we add Donnarumma, oh my god, the amount of goals that we stop. No more bozo moments from Sanchez. No more Sanchez kicking the ball in the back of the net by himself. No more, none of that. So the only stumbling block is his salary. Is his damn bloody salary. The salary is 12 million euros. I don't know whether that's gross or net. Because if it's net, if he wants 12 million euros net, 12 million euros net, I think it's more like 15 or 16 million euros gross. So that will be around 400,000 euros or around 350,000 pounds per year. Per week. Why per year? 350,000 pounds per week. I don't think that's happening. But if it's gross, and I think net will be around 8 or 9 million euros. So that's around 160 160, 170,000 euros per week. So, pounds. Bro, I'm out nerding myself. Wait, 12 million euros gross is around 9 million pounds. So 9 million pounds is around no. 12 million is 10 million pounds. Let's say 10 million pounds, 200k a week. So 200k a week gross, bro. For you, bro, you can do this deal. Chelsea, you can do this deal, bro. 200k a week is not bad for Donnarumma, a Champions League winning goalkeeper. It's not bad, it's not bad when you come to consider about it. But I'm not going to gas myself. I'm not going to say that we are going to get Donnarumma. We'll see what happens because he has 1 year left on his contract. Same with another goalkeeper, Big Mike from AC Milan. He also has 1 year left. I think either one of these will join Chelsea. I think Mike Mignon will visit there in January because he'll be on a free that time. So we'll see about that. But that's all for today's video. You'll be expecting more. I think I'll be doing this every day because the transfer video is just so good to do, so good. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.